So De'arra's friend and hairstylist is asking for help to put her nanny behind bars. She states, "My heart is broken. This is my nanny that I trusted with my baby every single day. I talked about how good she was with him all the time." Then she goes into detail on what occurred in these videos that she shared on Instagram. Now, I'm not going to post them here, but you guys can head over to her page on Instagram if you want to see what happened, but it completely pissed me off. But it appears that she has fled Atlanta and is in Miami right now, trying to head back to Brazil. Hopefully they catch her because she was completely out of line. But let's move on to this next topic with Nique's mom, Cindy, and her ex-girlfriend, Janae. Now, you guys know because I reported a few months ago that Cindy is single now, that their 18-year relationship was broken off after Cindy caught her cheating with her friend. So Miss Cindy posted up a video going into further detail on how she caught Janae and that friend in Kaiser's bed. And no, Kaiser was not there when this went down. The friend spent the night and she offered to let the friend sleep in Kaiser's room.
Do you, Kaiser, and your kids still keep in contact with your ex? No, absolutely not. Which is very, very unfortunate because my ex was family. Like, I would have never thought. When I say family, I mean like real family. Like, okay, did you, hold on guys. I know it. Wait, Nique, turn the camera off for 1 second. I need a tissue. This is wrong. Okay, sorry guys. These questions can get a bit emotional. 1 second. All right, next question is, my ex-friend, who was my friend for over 13 years, she said, and I'm not the type of person to let people spend the night at my house at all, so I don't know where this come from. Like I said, things happen, you don't know why, it just do. Well, she told me, she said, she stayed like 45 minutes away. She didn't want to drive home that night. We were drinking, we went to a party. Can I stay the night at your house? And I said yes. Because of course, if anything happened while you going home, that'd be my fault. You know, go in my grandbaby's room, go to sleep, and when you wake up in the morning, just let yourself out. So, yeah, I was in the bed sleep. I know that she asked to smoke with my girlfriend that night. I told my girlfriend that they went out to smoke, my ex, and I was like, it's time to come to bed because I was really tired. It was 4 o'clock in the morning. We went to bed. I'm the type of person that when I wake up, because I've been in a relationship for so long, that I look for that person when I wake up. Like if I don't feel their legs touching me or their arm or something, I immediately jump up. And I jumped up out my sleep and was like, where are you? So I jumped out of bed because I couldn't find him and my ex. And when I walked out the room, I'm like, I saw my grandson's room closed, but I was like, nah. There's no way my ex would be in that room. So I started to walk around the house calling her name. I'm like, where are you? And so, bam, I walk back to the door and I see the lights come on. Mind you, that TV in that room never ever goes off. So when I seen the TV off, all the lights off, and then next thing you know, the TV pops on. That's what happened. The TV light pop on. I'm like, wait a minute. So I get to the door and I'm just like taking deep breaths and I slowly twist the door and I open it. Oh yeah, story time coming soon. So that's how I caught my ex cheating. I walked in on it. Is your ex in a relationship with your friend now? Yes. 18 years. 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 They are in a relationship now.
So previously I reported that Jessika and Reed were back together, and Jessica's sister wasn't too happy about them rekindling their relationship, especially since she went to California and drove 40 hours back with her sister. Now, since then, her sister has had a lot to say, and finally Jessika had enough, so she went on to post this, ready to expose everything.
If only y'all knew. Like how she said y'all don't know what goes on behind closed doors. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. You only see what I post on social media, whether it's me and Reed's relationship, whether it's whatever the fuck I got going on. Y'all see what I want y'all to see, but y'all don't know what goes on behind closed doors. But like I said, and the whole like I woke up and blocked her on everything, that is not true. I didn't just wake up and block her on everything. That is not true. She blocked me on Instagram and TikTok, and I blocked her number, and she knows. I don't have to go to the internet and say why, but she knows why I blocked her number, and let that be that. Because if I really genuinely say what I wanted to say and show you guys the receipts on what I have, then y'all seen that, the receipts on what I had, then y'all would be like, oh shit, damn, well she ain't say all this, or the whoever ain't say all this, because no, they're not, they're gonna go to the internet and victimize themselves and just whatever the fuck. But anyway, I'm on here to tell y'all, I love you guys, and honestly, don't believe everything that you see really in her court. Now, I let her go to the internet. I let her get what she want out. I let her get what the fuck she want out, and I'm not going to tell anybody's business, but like I said, the ball is in her court, so if she wants to go that way, then we can. But I'm not going to say I'm sparing her, but that's what it's giving. I'm definitely doing that. And I feel like when you have such a big heart and you do good by people, people really like fucking play with you. And that's all I really gotta say. But yeah, period.
So then Jessica's sister had a response of her own, and this is what she had to say about the situation.
First speak on her trying to threaten me. You know, you said you love me, this and that at the end of your life, but then you're going to say, well, the ball is in my court, and basically threatening me. That is just really weird for you to even try to basically say, oh, well, it depends on me and what I do. And then if not, then you're going to air everything out like I've done something, or, you know, my business is something to be aired out. And knowing she has a bigger platform than me, and then saying like, you know, like little slick stuff like that, knowing that people are going to text me and bash me, that was very weird of you. Number one. And then number two, she said she was a human money bank, apparently. Well, first of all, I just want to get something clear. When we all got this apartment, she was expected to pay rent. I mean, I don't know what she thought she was going to do, be living here for free, or I was going to pay for everything or whatever. No, when you get an apartment with somebody, you have to pay bills just like everybody else. And when I came to pick Jessika up, we got the apartment literally the same, probably 3 or 4 days after we picked Jessika up from California. So that was very fast. And I am not no rich person. Like, I work, yes, but I'm a college student. I have to pay for tuition. I have a kid. I have my own life, and I have bills. And, you know, everyone knows when you're getting an apartment and stuff, that is something you save for, you know, 3 or 4 months in advance. You just don't hop up one day and go get an apartment. So when we got this apartment, you know, I took everything I had just to move into this apartment, and she paid for whatever we agreed she paid for, and we paid for whatever else. We paid for the deposit to move in, and she paid for furniture, and that was the agreement. Because Jessika has a little bit more money than me, or she had a little bit more money than me, so we agreed she paid for the furniture and we paid for the pay for the deposit to move in. And that was it. And then while living here, like she would offer to like buy me food and or she would text my boyfriend and ask, hey, like, are you hungry? Do you want food and stuff? And of course, if she's offering to buy us food, why wouldn't we accept the food? Like, that's weird. So then the only thing I've asked Jessika for was a phone, because she had went and got herself a new phone and my phone was broken. So I asked her, I was like, hey sis, like, can you help like get me a phone? And I even have messages saying that, if you want, we can even go half on the phone. But that's literally the only thing I've ever asked Jessika for. And, she told me that she was going to get me the phone, and then she changed her mind because she said she had to pay bills, which is understandable because I had the messages of me saying, yeah, like, I understand. And then one day I went on TikTok and I saw her with Mel, and she went to Louis Vuitton and spent $4,000 on Mel buying him stuff. So then I texted her. I was like, oh, well, you couldn't get me the phone, but you can go spend money on a dude. And obviously, y'all, it's her money at the end of the day, and it doesn't matter. I was just trying to figure out like what was going on with that. But then, yes, eventually she ended up going to get me the phone on Mother's Day. And that was literally it. I've never asked Jessika to pay any bills for me. I never asked her to do anything. When rent came around, when the light bill was due, when everything was due, we all came together and we paid the rent. And she did pay a little bit more in rent because she had the master bedroom and bathroom. And if you see the room that we was in, me and my boyfriend, it was literally the smallest room in the house. And literally me and Jessika, we literally fought over having the master bedroom, because I was telling Jessika, hey, like, it's two of us and we should get the master bedroom, but she insisted on having the master bedroom. So I told her, okay, well, if you want it, then you just gonna pay extra for it. And she agreed to it. And if she didn't want to pay a little extra for the room, then she just shouldn't have moved in with me. And that was really it. That's all she had to say. But to go on live and say that you are a money bank and people are using you and all this, that is just so ridiculous. And I feel like it's the people around her that tells her those things, just because they don't like me. Like, for example, my family, they don't like me because of a lot of things that has happened, and they've done really shysty things towards me. And I basically tell them how I feel, and I don't take BS from none of them. But those are the same people that she's back around. And then Jessika likes to hear that I'm jealous of her. Jessika likes to hear that she has more money than me and I'm trying to use her. Like, Jessika liked to hear those things from those people, but those are the same people that did her dirty and is going to for real be using her, So I know she didn't speak on this part about our mom, but I'm gonna speak on it, and that's literally the only thing I'm gonna speak on. And then another thing too, I kind of peeped, because after she left this apartment, we were good and we were talking still. She would text me, we were good. Even though I was upset about certain things, I'm not gonna say what, but I was upset about certain things. We were still talking, we were good. And then when she blocked me on everything, and Jessika, just like Jessika is saying to y'all that I know why she blocked me, Jessika knows what happened and why I got upset, but I'm not going to say it. If she's not, then I'm not. But Jessika know why I blocked her, and she knows why I got mad at her. And literally 2 or 3 days after, I found out that they were going on a cruise together and they've been talking. So you're telling me while you were living here, while I was still talking to you when you moved into your new apartment, when you were here, basically, you were behind my back talking to Tasha, our mom, when I told you why I don't want to be affiliated with that stuff. And here's the thing. I'm not trying to be controlling and tell her who she can talk to and, just being controlling, telling her who she can and cannot have a relationship with. But for me and my safety and for my sanity, I don't want to be affiliated with no one that has anything to do with my mother, I don't want nothing to do with, I don't want nothing to do with my mom. So if I tell you, hey, Jessica, you know, I don't want to be affiliated with her or nothing like that, then why were you here talking to her behind my back? Why were y'all planning stuff together, knowing that you were still talking to me? And then you were going telling this woman my business that I haven't talked to in over 8 years. And Jessica know the reason why I don't talk to my mother. They all know why. But I'm not going to say it, you know, unless she wants to come on here and air stuff out, then I'll say it. But if she don't, then she don't. You know, but Jessica knows why. So for you to do that, that was just really weird of you. You know, if you knew your purpose coming back here was to have a relationship with her, why you just didn't have her come pick you up from California? Why waste my time coming to get you? I literally left my daughter here for 3 days, you know, just to come get you. It was my birthday. I had clinicals that day for school, and I dropped everything to come get you. So ultimately, if you knew you wanted a relationship with our mom, then why you just didn't have her come pick you up? That's simple. And just literally leave me out of it. Literally leave me out of it. But no, you went around telling people my business and everything. Like, that's just weird. And you're supposed to be my sister. I didn't want to help you. None of those people did but me. But then, yeah, you're here counting favors, telling that you were a human being living here and you were uncomfortable and things wasn't fair, knowing that we talked about everything before we even moved into this apartment. So how dare you even say something like that?
So now, after they both exposed each other's business on the internet, they then went on the internet together and made amends.
A lot of misunderstandings, I would say. A lot of them, matter of fact. And it just, at the time, me and her, we were upset at each other and we didn't talk about it. But since we talk, we're good now. And I was the bigger person, and I did text my sister though. And I wanted to squish things. And yeah, you know, and about the 40 hours, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I did it because I cared about my sister, and I do love my sister. That's why I went to go get her. I love you too. You know, and that's really it. And I am happy for her and Reed. You know, whatever my sister does, I'm down for it. So it is what it is.
Why are people saying bye? They want you.
Yeah, they just, yeah. I mean, I can understand though. We were beefing, you know, hard down beefing. So
What's that? This sounds forced.
it's not forced. We talked. I texted her first. We FaceTimed and we talked, and we're good.